Okay, so I feel like a grown woman. Turning 30, trust me, is a very big deal for me. I can remember when I was like 24 years old or ish, I was saying I can't wait to see when I turn 30. And guys, when I was approaching my late 20s and heading to 30, I was just waiting for that, for something to just fast track it. And when I clocked it, I immediately had that calm. There is something about your 30s. I don't know if you are in, like you're watching this video, you agree with me. There is something about your 30s. Like there is a calm that you feel as if there is one weight that has been lifted off you. All the stress, all the, going back and forth in your 20s, everything, just go and you feel some sense of calmness. That was exactly how I felt when I turned 30. And guess what, guys? On my 30th birthday was the first time I got a flower. Yes, a bouquet. And you can see it behind me right there. Like that is the flower. It's already been had, it's already going, bad. But I had to try to save it because that's my first flower ever, right? So I'm trying to save it. It's inside a vase. I put it inside a vase and still covered it. So I said it's going to be part of the props for today. But you guys, the truth is that if you are yet to be in your 30s or you're approaching 30s, trust me when I tell you, you do not know what you're going to experience, like the calmness you will meet when you clock your 30s. Trust me. And when I sat down and I was reminiscing, I was going back to my 20s, I literally thought about so many things I wish I knew before I clocked 30s. And I'm going to tell you all this because I really want you guys that are in your 20s to know some of these things so that you can know it early and make corrections where due. Right? So that when you reach your 30s, you would have, known all these things. Okay. So because I don't want to forget any of this point, I wrote it down in this book. Yes. And I'm going to be telling you everything. Okay. So stay with me now. My name is MJ and I want to welcome you back to my YouTube channel. You can call me MJ, you can call me Mary Jane, whatever it is, you can call me. All right. So now, the first thing that I wrote here is life is in phases, so be easy on yourself. When you are in your 20s, I'm going to keep this very, very quick and fast so that you can grab one or two things, right? When you're in your 20s, right, you want things to happen so fast for you. I was there. I literally understand exactly what that meant, right? And when things were not going well or going fast that I wanted, there was a point that I had a breakdown and I felt like God did not love me and I felt so abandoned, right? But the truth is that life is in phases. Stop rushing things to happen to you. Stop fast tracking your life. Things will come to your life at the right time, at when God knows, the universe knows that you're ready to receive it. So when you're in your 20s and you feel like nothing is happening, trust me, you are right where you're supposed to be. Okay. Now, the second thing is do the right thing so that you don't have to say sorry. I always say this. You have to do the right things in order to say sorry. I get so pissed off at people when they apologize at every little thing. Listen, if you want to work on yourself, then work on being honest and work on being, very truthful so that you can avoid saying sorry at every little thing or at every slightest thing. That's what I always tell people because me, I hate saying sorry. And that's just the truth. Do the right thing in order to stop saying sorry. Okay. Now, the third thing is when people show you who they are, believe them. Stop making excuses for them. This is the honest truth. Trust me. We make excuses for people. We say, whenever people do things to us, we look for how to, justify their actions. Let me tell you, out of 100, people know exactly what they are doing. Do you understand me? People know exactly what they're doing. So trust me, when people show you who they are, believe them. Stop making excuses for them. All right. Now, the next is find your purpose very early in life. This can never be overemphasized. You guys, see, at some point, I felt like I was going in circles. I was going in one point, and I was tired of that point. I was tired of that circles I was going in my life, and I really wanted change. I really wanted to do something with my life, and that was when I had to like kneel down and ask God. I was like, God, show me my purpose. Why am I on earth? What am I doing on this earth? Why did you send me on this earth? And one thing that I would tell you for a fact is that when you ask God for something, especially for wisdom, God gives it liberally and he upbraided not. Okay, so ask God for why you are here on earth. What is your purpose for being on earth? And trust me when I tell you that if he is the one that sent you, since he's the one that sent you on earth, he is more than willing to show you your purpose. And when you find your purpose early in life, then you start to pursue that purpose. All right. Now, the next is never follow the crowd. Always have your own opinion. Guys, you guys, I have been this person that, I don't like following the crowd. I always say things that I know that are the right things. I'm not this person that sugarcoat things or tell people what they want to hear. Even when the crowd is going left, I go right. Okay. And with that, I can tell you for a fact that I have, met genuine people because of that, and not people that would just come into my life and deceive me. I met with genuine people. I met with great people that are like-minded like me. So if you are in your 20s, trust me when I tell you that you should always be someone who have their own opinion. Don't follow the crowd. Don't say, okay, because these people are saying this, you too, you want to follow them and say that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Now, the next thing is never seek people's validation. Yours is the most important thing. If you validate yourself, that is the only validation you need. We are living in a world filled with depressed people today because people are out there seeking validations from people who don't even know them, who don't even care about them. Trust me when I tell you that a lot of people that you think care about you, they don't care about you. People don't even want to see you be good or do good. So trust me, don't seek anybody's validation. Your validation of yourself is the most important thing. All right. Now, the next is don't take people's praises to heart and never take their criticism to mind. Most people only project from where they stand. And this brings me to the story of Jesus, right? When he was coming to Jerusalem, all those people, when he was on that ass cult and they were shouting, "Oh, hail the king, oh, hail the king," right? Now, 1 week later, exactly 1 week later, those people that shouted, "Oh, hail the king," shouted, "Crucify him, crucify him, crucify him." Guys, if people are hailing you today or singing your praises today, do not take it to heart. Trust me. Don't say, okay, you know what, start feeling on top as if people like you. No. They don't. Just take it, like a passive something. All right? And also do not take their criticism and their hate to your mind. Because once you take their criticism and your hate to your mind, then you start having mental issues. You start getting depressed. If people hate you, then you know what, just see it as, they're just projecting themselves on you because they don't like themselves. They don't like themselves. That's why they don't like you either. All right. So let's go to the next point. The next point is that be a very good listener. Don't only speak, listen. We live in a world that everybody wants to speak. Everybody wants to air their opinion. Everybody wants to say what is in their mind. But let me tell you the fact. If you are a listener, you will learn a lot of things. A lot of things. You will learn a lot of things that you would not even learn when you are speaking. So make sure you listen very, very attentively. And that brings me to my next point. Don't only listen, pay attention. Because when you pay attention, you will realize a lot than when you're just listening. Do you understand this? Don't only listen, pay attention. Because when you pay attention, you will see their actions. You will see the energy being passed. That is why I pick energy so fast. I don't just listen to what people say, I listen to what they do. A lot of people get themselves into, abusive relationship, abusive friendship, because they only listen to what the person said. They do not listen to the action. Actions speak louder than voice, than words. Words are just words, okay? Stop listening to people's words. Listen, pay attention, pay close attention to their actions. That is when you would see that you will have a good and a better life, better relationships, and so on. All right. Now, brings me to my next point, which is pay attention to what they do and not what they say. I think I've said that already. Okay. Now, you cannot build Rome alone. Find people with like minds and build. But if it means building alone, then do it. Yes. Rome is not built in a day. That is one. Secondly, you yourself cannot build Rome alone. Find people that you know that are going to be, like-minded like you to build. Maybe that your career, whatever it is that you're pursuing, find them. But if you cannot find them, or those people that you think you found are not, at some point they've lost purpose, or they are not motivating you, or they don't want to go with you, then by all means, do it alone. Don't kill yourself with the fact that, okay, you know what, I need to have people around me if I can be able to do this. No, there are lots of people that have done it alone. And you can do it alone. I know 2 heads are better than 1, right? But sometimes 1 head is very productive as well. Okay? So please do not disregard that fact. Okay? Now, my next point is be a very good and a kind person. A very good and a kind person, but never waste your time proving it. We are in a world where people feel like, if they are doing good, or if they're a kind person, or if they're a good person, they have to prove it to people, to show people that they're a good person. Listen, that is not your line. That is not what you're supposed to be doing, to proving to people. People will believe whatever they want to believe anyway. So trust me, be a good person, be a kind person, because that is what stays with you forever. But when you spend your time proving it, you will be exhausted, and at some point you will stop being good. You will stop being kind. Trust me on this. I know these things, okay? Now, another thing is change your mindset, change your life. You want to change your life? Then change your mindset. There is nothing good that has come out from a negative mindset. I can tell you this for a fact. There is nothing good that's come out from a negative mindset. When you self-sabotage yourself, when you sit down there and feel like the universe is against you, that God doesn't love you. Trust me when I tell you, there are 1,001 people who feel that the universe is working for them, that God loves them, and good things will come to them whether the universe like it or not. And they are the ones achieving greater things and seeing greater things. So believe me when I say this. Always, your mindset is what is going to make you. Even the Bible says it, that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. If you think you are big, then you are big. If you think that you're going to be successful, then you're going to be successful. But if you think otherwise, that's how it's going to be. All right? Change your mindset, change your life. Now, the next point is be for everybody and for nobody. That's where you will live a more happier life. At a beginning, at some point in my life, I was this person that, okay, I have my own people, and some people, I don't care about them. Then as I grow more older, approaching my 30s, I came and realized that doesn't work actually. And why I made this point of be for everybody and for nobody, now Nobody is your enemy and nobody is your friend either. Like, you talk to everybody, you're just cool with everybody, you laugh and joke with everybody, but none of them are like very, very close to you that, you know, you call them besties. I don't believe in besties. I don't know about you, right? I don't believe in, okay, I'm having best friend, or I can have favorite people, like people that are my favorites, right? People that I can, like, I really, really, really genuinely love, but not like bestie that we do everything together and we go everywhere together. No, I don't believe in that. Okay, so be for everybody. Try by all means eliminate any form of enemies, like, you know, try to make enemies in your life. That doesn't speak well of you as a person. Okay, so just be for everybody, be cool with everybody, laugh and joke with everybody, right? Okay, so that's what this point is about. Now my next point is, never stop betting on yourself. Even if no one believes in you, believe in yourself. You only got you. Trust me. If no one believes in you, because I'm telling you, you will meet a lot of doubters. But as long as you're a believer, you believe in yourself, that is all that you need. You don't need the crowd. You don't need people to believe in yourself for you. You believe in yourself. If I can tell you one thing that brought me this far in my life, it's my belief for myself. I betted on myself. Trust me on that. Another thing is, take risks, because after all, the life you're living is a risk. Honestly, this life you're already living is already a risk. So why are you playing it safe? Stop playing it safe. Take risks. Do that thing you want to do. Go travel to that place you want to travel to. You know, don't sit down there and be playing it safe. There is nothing good that comes out from playing it safe. Honestly. All right. Now, another thing is, set clear goals. Keep pushing on them goals and see yourself achieving them. Set clear goals. And this message comes, this maybe video hit you at the very early time of the year, right? Set clear goals. What are the goals that you want to achieve for the year, right? When you set those clear goals, see yourself achieving them. And that's where your mindset comes in. Because if you don't see yourself achieving them, you will not achieve them. But see yourself achieving them, right? And also pursue them. Keep pursuing. Keep pursuing. Keep going after it. Because trust me, you will hear a lot of no's before you hear one yes. But the most important thing is, see yourself pursuing it and going after it. All right? Now, the next thing is, never think of yourself to be the second best. Always think of yourself to be the best. Listen, in order to succeed in this life, always see yourself to be the best. Because if you don't see yourself to be the best, then you would not be the best. I always see myself to be this person that is, you know what, everything I do, I'm the best at it. I'm the most prettiest. I'm the most, the most influential. And the way I see myself, it projects in the way I act, in the way I do things. And little wonder if I do things, when people love it or like it, I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. Right? So never see yourself as the second best. Get rid of that low self-esteem that you have for yourself, that low vibrational state. Get rid of it. Okay? Now, the next is your group of friends will either make you or mar you. So choose wisely. We make choices every day. I know a lot of friends I've lost, in my 20s. I made them in my 20s and I lost them in my 20s. Trust me. If you see those friends in your life don't serve you anymore, please, by all means, keep moving. Because your friends, your group of friends, make you or mar you. Trust me on this. Choose wisely. Make the wise choice today. Okay? Now, the next is, never be afraid of bad days. Those days teach you something. There are a lot of us that are always praying for bad days not to come. But without those bad days, you can never appreciate the good days. You can never. Those good days will come and you will not appreciate it. So when bad days are there, ask yourself, what is this bad day here to teach me? What am I when am I learning in these bad days? Okay? So please, by all means, never be afraid of bad days. Okay. Now, another thing is, never be afraid to love people deeply and genuinely, even when it hurts, because it will always come back in ways you never expect it to. This point right here, I can tell you because all my life, I see myself loving people genuinely, right? Even when I get hurt. But I tell myself, I'm never going to change myself for anybody. And trust me, right now, I realize that love that I've been giving out is now like coming back to me. You know, life is garbage in, garbage out. What you give out there is what you collect. If you think you are going to, put out hate, jealousy, and unkindness and meanness, and you're going to expect good things, then I'm sorry, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. But if you put out good energy out there, when you put out kindness, when you put out love out there, see, even if you're not seeing that right now, it will come back in ways you never expected. It will come back at the time and days you never expected. Believe me on this. If there is anything that I can tell you, and I'm sure about it 100%, is this point right here. So please, never be afraid to love people genuinely. Even when, I know we are living in a world right now that you don't know who is who. You don't know people's intention. But you know what? You know your own. You know your own intention, right? So put out that genuine love out there. Love people genuinely. All right? Don't play it safe. Don't, you know what? I'm going to preserve some of my love. No. Give all you got. Put all you got. Trust me, and it will come back to you. 100%. Now, another point is, never disregard your relationship with your family, especially your parents. And if you never had a good relationship with your parent, always keep that line open. They might have genuine reasons to what went wrong. Listen, if there's anything life has taught me, is that your parents especially are the ones who got your back 100%. Yes, I know some of us did not grow up with loving parents, or parents that, maybe fighting their demons or what have you, right? I understand that, right? But in this case, please leave that line open. If they come back to want to apologize and want to, have a relationship with you, please do not discard them, okay? Because if there is anything in life, your parents really, really maybe mean well for you, okay? So always be there for your loved ones, for your family, and for your parents, most especially your parents, okay? Now, my next point is get an education. But if you see you're not the type who goes well with books, then by all means, switch to something you know you'll be good at. Just never stay idle, because an idle man is a devil's workshop. Did you hear this? Education is power. When you have your education, you can stand anywhere and everywhere and speak. All right. But if you're the type that that maybe your head doesn't take book, you struggle with books, then by all means, go get something that you're good at and be very, very good at it. Be the top 1% at it and do it well. All right. But by all means, never stay idle. Never. Because the idle man is a devil's workshop. Okay, the devil will bring in a lot of suggestions to you. That's why some people, when they didn't go to school to get an education, and they didn't follow, what they love, their passion, they start to do bad things. That's why we have bad people everywhere. Like people who are robbers, people who do different kind of bad things, right? So please, this point is one of the most important points among almost everything that I wrote here. Okay. So the next point is, finding your purpose is good, but determination and discipline is what will make you get to your destination. 100%. Finding your purpose in life is good. Yay! I know what my purpose is on earth. But are you determined? Are you driven? Are you really driven? Are you disciplined enough to get to your destination, to see that purpose through? Discipline and determination is what will get you to the finish line, not purpose. All right? All right. My next point is health is wealth. So never neglect your health. Always look after yourself, eat well, exercise, drink lots and lots of water, and don't indulge in unprotected sex. Your body is a temple. See, let me tell you something. When you are healthy, you are wealthier than 90% of people in the world. Because I can tell you for a fact, there are a lot of people who have so much money in their bank account, but cannot enjoy it. Do you know why? Because they don't have the health for that. Or they spend most of their life savings in the hospital. So never neglect your health. Take care of yourself. Don't go around sleeping around random people, random strangers. And not just that, your appearance matters a lot. You tell people who you are first by opening your mouth, and secondly by the way you dress, by the way you are dressed. So take care of yourself, dress well, eat well. If you can practice this, then I can tell you you're halfway there already. Trust me, all right? Now, another point is life is 100% spiritual. The spiritual controls the physical. Get close to whatever God that you're serving. But I recommend Jesus because he is the way, the only way to truth and life. If you have Jesus, my darling, you have everything. This is not cap. Trust me. Life is 100% spiritual. I know some people that don't believe in spirituality, but let me tell you the facts. Yes, the spiritual controls the physical. Yes, we're in a world that, whether you like it or not, there are spiritual powers. Whether you agree or you don't agree, there is. So this is not a matter of, okay, I don't believe. Nobody cares about your belief. I don't care about your belief. All right? There is spirituality. So if whatever God that you're serving, hold him tight. But me, I'll personally recommend Jesus to you because my relationship with Jesus has saved me from a lot of things, have brought me from the deepest shit, to a great story, like from a grass to a great story. So believe me, Jesus is real. God is real. Spirituality is real. Okay? Now, my next point is in whatsoever you do, make sure you make money or you're making money. Money is not the root of all evil. I don't know who even made that statement. It is a love of money that is the root of all evil. Please, you need money. You need money. Okay? Money is not the root of all evil. It's the love of it. All right? So in whatever you do, please make sure you're making money or you have money. Because you need money to take care of a lot of things. If you don't have money, you can't do a lot of things that you want to do. You won't even be comfortable. All right? So please, learn to invest, learn to save, learn to stack up your money. Okay? Especially for rainy days. All right? Now, another point is stop being a yes man. And this is not just for a man. Stop being a yes woman as well. It's okay to say no. Build boundaries with everyone around you. Everyone. I don't care who that person is, your partner, your kids, your parents, everyone. Build boundaries because there are some people that don't know what boundaries is. They don't know when to stop. A lot of people, especially those that are close to us, yes, they don't know when to stop. They don't know what boundary is. That is where you build boundaries. Learn to say no. Some people keep going, they keep coming. And if you're a person that don't know how to say no, before you know, you will give so much of yourself that you will be left empty. And you cannot pour from an empty cup. All right? Always learn to fill your cup every day until your cup runs over. Do you understand me? So please set healthy boundaries with everyone around you. Now, my next point is always cultivate an attitude of gratitude. Trust me, yours is not that bad like you think. Some are living in worse situations than you. Be grateful always. And if you want to even do that, the best way is to keep a gratitude journal. Because on the days where things are bad or things are going sideways, you can go to your journal and you will see a lot of things that God has done for you. Believe me. Trust me. An attitude of gratitude is what would make you, have a good and fulfilling life. Because we don't always have it all figured out. We don't always have it like good days always, So, but when you are grateful in every step of the way, then trust me, you will always live a happier life, a better life than some people. Now, my last point. You cannot do this life alone. You cannot do this life without God. Always ask for his help. He's always there to help you. You only need to ask. I came to a point in my life where I felt like, you know what? I was tired of going in circles. And I just said a simple prayer. God, help me. Help me. I can't do this. Help me. And I have never seen a person who asks God for help and God hasn't helped. Listen, God is closer than you think, to you than you think. And if you can only ask for his help, he's always there to help you. Believe me on this. He created you. And he knows you. He knows you more than you know yourself. So whatever you're going in life, he knows it. Believe me on this. He knows it. And he's just wanting you to ask. He said it in his word, that ask and ye shall receive. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and the door shall be open. So why are you afraid to ask? He's your father. All right? And some people might say, okay, he knows me, blah, blah. Why do I have to ask him? Because that is what you need to do. God can't do everything for you. There are some things that, we as human beings, we have to do. We need to control. We don't have to leave everything to God. Now, that thing that you can control is you talking to him, speaking with him, having a relationship with him and asking him what you need. All right? And when you ask and he knows that is in his purpose for your life, then he brings it to pass. It's as simple as that. But a lot of us feel like, okay, we can't ask him because maybe we are not, we don't feel worthy. See, you are not too far away from God to help you. Trust me, no matter how far you are, God is always there and close. Just call upon him. Talk to him. Have a relationship with him today. Believe me when I tell you that if you can only listen to this, your life is going to be the best. You're going to live a best life. Like the best. Trust me, I wish I knew this earlier. I wish I knew this sooner in my 20s. Right? But thank God I later realized at the tail end of my 20s. And when I started, my life started becoming more better every day. Believe me. All right? So, thank you so much. I know at the beginning of this video, the grass cutter outside was cutting the grass. So I don't know if you heard everything that I said, but I'm going to try my best to edit this video so that I can cut off the the sound, the noise, right? But I hope that you picked one or two from this video. I really do hope. And thank you for watching this video to the very point. I hope you do. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much. And I hope you learned. Did I say that? Okay, yeah. I hope you learned it too. 18 or 2. Okay. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in my next video.